Remember when toys weren't just fun, they were wild, noisy, and sometimes a little dangerous. Childhood in the 60s and 70s was full of bold ideas that wouldn't stand a chance on shelves today. If you love remembering these old treasures and want more videos about toys, foods, and everyday life from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, make sure you subscribe to Pastry Wind. So, let's start the video. 10 toys from the 60s and 70s that would never be sold today. Number 1. The Gilbert Atomic Energy Lab. Yes, kids once had a science kit that came with real uranium samples. In the atomic age, radiation was seen as exciting and futuristic. Today, of course, selling radioactive rocks to children is unthinkable, but back then, it was just another educational toy. Number 2. Clackers. 2 acrylic balls on a string that made a loud crack as they slammed together. The sound filled playgrounds everywhere, but sometimes the balls shattered like glass. Fun to play, risky to keep. Number 3. Jarts lawn darts. A backyard favorite that was basically giant darts with metal tips. Tossing them into plastic rings was the goal, but ankles and heads often got in the way. By the 80s, many injuries meant the end of jarts. Number 4. Creepy Crawlers Thingmaker. This set let kids cook up rubbery bugs using hot metal molds and liquid plastic. The oven reached over 300 degrees, which meant burns were common. Still, every kid felt like a mad scientist. Number 5. Battlestar Galactica Missile Toys. Spaceships with tiny spring-loaded rockets. What could go wrong? Those little missiles often ended up in kids' throats. After a few tragic accidents, toy makers quickly removed the feature. Number 6. Super Elastic Bubble Plastic. A tube of chemical goo that you blew into colorful balloons with a straw. The fumes were toxic, and the bubbles popped into sticky messes. But for a moment, they looked magical in the sun. Number 7. Snack Time Cabbage Patch Kids. These dolls could eat plastic food, but they didn't stop if fingers or hair got caught. Many kids found out the hard way. A short-lived idea that parents were happy to see recalled. Number 8. Shrinky Dinks Original Kits. Draw, cut, and bake plastic sheets that shrank into charms. The results were fun, but hot ovens, sharp edges, and smelly fumes made them risky. Safer versions came later, but the originals were something else. Number 9. Evel Knievel Stunt Cycle. Kids wound up this motorcycle and sent Evel flying off ramps. He crashed more than he landed, leaving scraped knees and broken toys. But no stunt felt too big for America's daredevil hero. Number 10. Water Wiggle. A spinning plastic hose head that whipped wildly when attached to the garden faucet. It was supposed to be silly fun, but the force could knock kids over or worse. Still, summer backyards were never the same. Looking back, these toys were daring, imaginative, and sometimes dangerous, but they made childhood unforgettable. Which ones do you remember playing with? Tell us your story in the comments. And if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Pastry Wind for more forgotten toys, foods, and moments from the past.